Okay, some change of plans. Well, as you might see, we don't have enough science neither for rover wheels nor for nuclear engine. So, idea of robot-based lab or some um, nuclear-powered lander with a lab. Well, we can't do it right now. So, what we can? Well, maybe try some Apollo style operation, but with multiple landings. Yeah, why not? Anyway, for the moon it should be the most efficient way anyway. Okay, and let's see. Do we need those? Well, we'll take a small lander to the surface. So, not really. What else? That's not really needed. Oh. Let's take a smaller render with just one guy, but anyway, those things are too expensive. So let's design our mission. Well, the lab could be similar to this one, or not. Anyway, we'll have to rebuild half of it. So, yeah, we won't definitely need the science equipment on this pod, just because we'll have the lander attached. Let's make this capsule full-scale return vehicle. Okay, so I have added some parts to the cockpit. Now you see there is a return stage. Well, I also added an RCS tank, so that's pretty much a decent return vehicle. Not sure if it's capable of returning from the surface of the moon. Well, maybe. I don't know what delta V it has, but from the orbit definitely. And then, well, and there is our lander. Well, we won't take barometer because we already know it doesn't work there. But I'll check those things because, well, there was some report, I think, from those on the surface of atmosphereless objects. Still, yeah, I also did unlock the large landing legs because, well, we'll need more stability. And all the science is up because, well, we'll transmit one set of experiments and record the second. Also, as you can see, the lander's cockpit can return to Kerbal. Well, because I'm still not sure how we'll end this mission. But of course the lander won't be here. It will be right here. Yeah. Well, probably you know what. With such payload, where it was. Well, that looks decent. And well, we'll add the failings later. You know what? Let's make station some long-term thing that will remain after we finish this mission. No, what? Maybe we should add some RCS as well. Okay, that's good. That's what will fly to the moon. Now we need to launch it. So first of all, we have our 7 engines and the boosters. Oh, then we drop booster. And then and then we have to divide those decouplers into 2 groups. And now I'll turn the symmetry off because it will just mess with our sync. And well, yeah, that's 4 to 1 3-stage configuration. And I hope it's capable of delivering the 3rd stage to the moon with some fuel reserves. Well, so what you then what? Yeah, I should add the action group to the oh, and also I'm an idiot, I forgot power for cylinder. Let's give it some power source. No, not too much, but some of those panels won't hurt you. Okay, these ladders won't stick out. So, Munar Research Station and the lander are ready to go to the moon. Well, let's think. Should we take only 3 guys there? Well, yeah. 3 should be enough. Or wait. Wait. Now I'm definitely an idiot. Because I forgot to add any RTS to the lander, and I have plans for it to dock. Yeah, that's a very stupid mistake. That will be better. Let's save and go. Three, 2, 1. Ignition and lift off. And I think those boosters definitely were necessary. Separation, and we are losing car speed. That's not so good. Yeah, and as you can see here, and we have 4 to 1 ratio of fuel. Well, 4 to 1 engines in free stage. Yeah, 4 engines in first stage, 2 in second, and 1 in third. So good. Again, it's a decent speed and not out of the densest part of the atmosphere. So better to do this without SASO, because and here we go. crossfit from those two. This did fail. That's an interesting problem. Well, let's shut down this engine. Well, I'd like to just transfer fuel from this to there, but well, it must be done very, very carefully. Well, but yeah, as I thought, we have some problem with fuel crossfit. And I hope this will be even. Because, well, oops. Well, that's not really even, so we have to watch. And, well, yeah, it seems that those fuel lines attached to something wrong. They are going from one stage to another, but they probably hit these strut connectors. Well, perhaps this is good. And actually, I should drop the fairings. Hope that's not a mistake. Looks okay. Now the thing, how much fuel? Okay, and how? Here. Let's transfer over the fuel on the setter station and drop the boosters. Because we don't want to spend extra fuel on accelerating those engines. And we should have pretty decent acceleration anyway. Well, I'd say that's okay for Munar mission. Yeah. Inspiration. Let's That's the thing. Be careful with the fuel lines, even if they seem to go properly. Sometimes they might just run into struts. Okay, we are in orbit, and now let's calculate our transfer trajectory. How much? Ah, that's okay. And since we are going for multiple landings, I'd say we are going for polar orbit. And so that we can land anywhere. Wow. Yeah. That's good. We'll do some plane corrections to enter polar orbit later. Okay. 1.5 minutes. Oh yeah. And remember old recipe. Just burn prograde when you see the moon on the horizon. Well, that usually gives this trajectory. If you if you use just delta V, you may get into impact trajectory. Yeah. Well, good old recipe from the times when there was no maneuver notes or those predictions for switching spheres of influence. Yeah. Also you see that is a gravity slingshot around the moon. So for those who don't know how gravity slingshots work, well, you see. Okay, let's forget that this is an impact trajectory, and let's see how it should be, how it can be in this case. Well, here the craft flies slower than the moon, and relatively to the moon it goes in this way. Yeah. Well, after going around on hyperbolic trajectory, relatively to the moon it will go this way. And that means relative to Kerbal is now flying faster than the moon. So yeah, this gravity assist maneuver is based just on this, that relative speed, relative velocities some may change this way. So we have the same relative velocity relative to the moon when we entering its experiencing point and when we are exiting it, but it's different relative to Kerbal. Well, basically that's all what is really necessary for such slingshot. And one more thing, that yes, it is possible to do the same in reverse, meaning that you can use moons to decelerate relatively to the main planet. Well, okay, it may be not so necessary, but maneuvering around Drew, well, that gives some good options for losing speed. Oops. That was oops. Shouldn't have done that. Now we lost our lander. Well, okay. What shall we do? Well, let's get the station in Munar orbit and send another lander. Maybe we'll even try to recover this one sometime later. Well, that was a strange maneuver. Yeah. Didn't think about this, that we have poorly fixed lander. Yeah, also we have lost the docking port on the nose, but that's not crucial. Yeah. Well, don't mess with physical time warp if you have something docked together. Nope. Yep. That will bring us to polar orbit around the moon. Okay. Let's just bring this craft there. And one more thing. Where are the solar panels? Wait. Did I do Conji 4 this time? Probably. Yeah. That was stupid. Completely forgot we have some unstable payload. Yeah. At least that's a fun story. Because, well, half of the fun of Kerbal space program is getting in some messy situations on your own, and then getting out of that. Yeah, not too much spare fuel anyway. But, well, that's not a real problem. Wait, is it full or... Yeah, okay. Okay, guys. And yeah, the lab doesn't carry any experiment on its own, so we'll need to bring the lander for it to be useful. Yeah. Also should have taken the mapping module for the lander. Yeah. Maybe in the end we'll construct a new lander. But anyway, we'll need to deorbit that one. Okay, let's go north for entering the proper polar orbit. Let's go for 15 kilometers. Because, well... yeah. Note about the moon. Well, the minimum altitude at which you can enter well, time warp is 5 kilometers, but some mountains around the poles are higher. So be careful. Yeah. Well, 10 kilometers is a perfectly safe orbit, but still. Well. And I hope we don't crash into the mapping satellite. Well, it's probably in... yeah, I think it was in 10-kilometer orbit, so... not too much a problem. What a mess. Oh, okay. And we are putting over the pole. Yeah. Okay, let's turn the proper direction. That was a fail. A real epic fail. but space flight is not too interesting with such Apollo 13 style problems. Without such problems, well, so yeah, they're still pretty okay. What was that? Anyway, let's just circularize. Okay. Guys, you have done well, but we have some problems. So, yeah. Also not too much fuel left here, but okay. We'll think about it later. So, I think that's enough for this episode, and see you in the next one. Bye!